recording another one here for YouTube. You already know. Make sure you sub to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. This is from the Vishnu Warrior book, Tournament Guidebook, coming out next year. Of course, this is like video number 56 something, 50 something. We almost have 60 videos in this playlist. A lot of topics, a lot of stuff covered. Today, we're talking about boxed in, right? And what you do when that thing or that set piece is boxed in. We're looking at Judith Polgar playing Daniel Hosrath, and this was 1988, I think. Yeah, 1988. 1988. So it was back in the day. Now, let's take a look at this game. Okay, white plays e4, and there's c6. And d4, d5, take, and bishop d3. I'm a fan of the exchange variation. I actually used to play this as white. Right, so bishop d3 is cool. I actually like the Panel Botvinnik these days, but bishop d3 is totally fine. After bishop d3, knight c6 happens. After knight c6, there's c3. This is all stuff you usually see. Bobby Fischer actually played this in against Petrosian in a legendary match that they had, and Bobby Fischer went on to win that game. That line was a little bit weird. That was more with the queen c2 going to b1 line, so something like that. Somehow the queen gets to b1. I think the queen goes to c2, a4 happens. Where does the knight usually sit in that line? I think the knight still goes to f3. You actually put this knight on d2. This is regular anyway. And you actually put the rook on a2 because the knight goes from a5 into b3. So this actually happens in the Bobby Fischer game. You can look it up. Bobby Fischer Petrosian. c3, knight f6, bishop f4. This is all theory right now. All theory right now. Now from the book, I'm actually going to pull up what it says out of Vishnu Warrior's book itself to actually show you guys what this is. So right here, okay, here we go. Right here. So this is what it says. Boxed in, first off. In this position of the exchange, Caro Kann, okay, black plays the move e6. Right here, boom. Which is a move, by the way. Which is a move. This is standard theory. But I think, and before I finish reading it, bro, this is the worst move you can make in this position. My win rate here is disgusting with e6. Bro, why would you play e6? It's 100% Cambodian, natural, base blockage with a little bit of garbage. It's disgusting. Why would you do this move? This is the worst move you can make, really, in these lines. You should have a very good win rate here. Ever. I mean, if you're ever playing with white, this is just always bad. Now, let me read what it says. In the position of the exchange, in this position of the exchange, Caro Kann, black plays e6, shutting down his own light squared bishop. Bruh. Come on, dog. Bruh. Come on, bro. Are you serious? Watch how Polgar completes her development and slowly improves the position of her pieces. Now, let's continue. Okay. e6, no good. Knight f3, right? Yo, king's bishop. Hey. King's bishop, thanks for the raid, bro. We just get into the analysis right here. So after e6, there's knight f3. Knight f3, bishop e7. And usually, I mean, this is just terrible, bro. You're supposed to play bishop d6. This, if you flip this, you didn't challenge anything, like anything. You did not challenge one of white's pieces or the squares around it. So if you get smashed here, that's your fault. Yeah, it's really rough. I mean, e5 is right. Looks like a French with c5 correct, but like, yeah, it actually does look like a French, in fact, but it's garbage. It's disgusting. Bishop on e7. Castle, knight b2, queen b6, and she played queen to c2. Now, usually, actually, let me show you guys a few lines here that actually can happen. In fact, I'll show you the bishop d6 line, how I just love this line. I used to play this all the time as white. Takes, right, castles. Now, the book says you're supposed to play queen e2 or knight b to d2, but I'm not a fan of that. Queen e2, I'm a fan of the rook e1 lines. Now, what I've learned was queen e2, but rook e1's my favorite because I don't like moving my queen so many times. Queen e2, trying to move it later. After rook e1, they go rook e8. After rook e8, there's knight e5, which I usually play. I mean, I've won countless games, just like this. Knight goes to d7, and what do you do, chat? It's on you. After knight d7, what do you do in this position? This is an easy Caro Kann chat. I mean, not just in the Caro Kann, but this happens a lot. White to move. What do you do? It looks like French c5, correct. Bishop h7 from Flame. It's disgusting from on both sides. No, in fact, empty go board. Man, what is his rating? This man must be. I mean, the stuff he be saying. Wow, disgusting from both sides, he said. Wow. It's disgusting. That is disgusting. Bishop b5. Okay, bishop h7. We got to check. Sack the bishop. Bishop b5. Thanks for the follow. Giorgio. Bishop takes h7. f4. f4 is a possibility. Definitely is a possibility. Rook e3. Nah, no rook e3. This is hanging. This is hanging. This is hanging. But they said kf7. In fact, I know he means knight. And the fact the move here is bishop takes h7. Yikes. Bishop takes h7. After king takes, literally check. King here. I've had this position so many times. After king h8, what do you do here? Let's see if you get this right. Let's see if you get this right, chat. What do you do right now? What do you do? Seems kind of obvious, huh? It's kind of obvious, ain't it? Let's see. Let's just see. Let's just see. What are you going to do? What you going to do, chat? Take the rook. We got rook lift. Take the rook. Take the rook. Okay. Okay. Take the rook. See a rook, take a rook. See, that's stupid saying. It's just in some people's head. Check and then fork. Knight g6. Okay. All right. Knight g6 also good. Yeah. Yeah. Here it is, guys. Here it is. The move that wins on the spot is this one right here. Jeez. Jeez. Bro, there's no way to stop the mate. Like, you're getting mated everywhere. Always. You don't even have to take the rook. There's many cases that I've taken this rook, and then going back and analyzing, I realized, oh snap, I had this mate here. Knight of h probably your best try, and after rook here, knight g6 mate. Gross. Get the man off the board. It's good stuff. So if we go back here, right? We go back. I mean, this is why does all this happen? Because your pieces look ridiculous over here. Right, so this is no good. This e6 line, if you're a Kann player, stay far away from the e6 positions. Right, stay far away. Let me say that one more time, excuse me. Stay far away from the e6 positions. Bruh. Okay, all right. So we go back here. We go back here. After bishop f4, knight f3, bishop e7, castle, castle, knight d2. Queen b6, she goes queen c2. Bobby Fischer style, he's done this before, but a different setup. Not generally this way. In fact, I'm a fan of rook to b1. I like rook b1 because I do like to put my queen on e2, go knight e5. Same idea. Same idea stuff, right? You know. And then a3 or rook b1, queen a5. Sometimes you play a3. So you don't have to worry. You don't even really have to worry about this pawn. But if you do, okay, whatever, right? If you do, okay, whatever, you know. All right, but okay, so at the end of the day here, she played queen c2. Queen c2, and then bishop d7. Oh, you developed your bishop. Okay. Yeah, good development. Get the bishop on the back rank. All right, bishop d7. Keep continuing here. Knight e5 and h6. So h6 is on the board. Knight d to f3, rook a to c8. So in fact, Black has some good prospects. You do want to avoid knight b4 at all cost. At all cost. So what do you do, chat? It's on you. Rook a to c8, knight b4 is extremely annoying. Getting rid of your king's bishop. And also, maybe even taking on b2. In some cases, maybe, but then I could take on b7. Maybe not. We got a3, queen d2, knight takes. Okay. Talking about knight takes knight or knight takes bishop. Death by lactose. Queen b1, nice. Dropping around. Queen b1. This is actually from the Bobby Fischer game. Very, very common idea. Queen b1, but the pawn's usually on a4 in that case. From the Bobby Fischer game, if you've seen it. Take the knight on a3. Take the knight on a3. Take the knight. Knight takes c6, knight takes d7, a3, a3. So a3 is a move, but I'm not a fan of it, guys. And you also can, like, you know, I just don't like it that much. In knight e5, maybe knight b3. I think it does work, obviously, but you just don't want to sit here. The best move is just get off of it, bro. Just get out the way. Queen d2. And now I'm threatening to sack on h6. Rook f to d8. Now, you could sack right now. The engine says you can sack right now. And literally, you know, my grandfather Talon, shout out to him, says sack first, think later, right? I'm definitely thinking of just sacking this. But she didn't. She played rook f to e1. Rook f to e1. Bishop f8. Now, if you look at this position, this is so bad. Talk about boxed in, right? We talked about boxed. This is today's topic, is boxed in. This bishop boxed in, looking terrible. This bishop, bro, come on. You expect to win this game? Like, you're trying to win, right? You're trying to win? It doesn't look like it. Bishop f8, this is very, very bad. Very, very bad stuff. What would the sack line look like? That's a great question. In fact, let's look at it. Takes, takes. Queen takes h6. And then how does he even defend this? How does he even defend? Knight g5 is incoming. Shoot. Yeah, this is, I mean, I can even slow ball it. Here, here, and here. Like, what do? You can't move your king. Knight h7 is not a move. What do you even do? I'm trying to really think. What does he do? Maybe knight e4. Maybe he could try this. Maybe he can try this. Yeah, it's probably the best. You said bishop f8? Oh, bishop f8? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Bishop f8. Okay. You're garbage. Garbage. Not a move. Get the man off the board. Hitting. I just take this. And then now I got my piece back. Now I got my piece back, right? So yeah, you defended, but I already got my piece back and your position looks terrible, right? Your position looks terrible. No, you don't want to do this at all. Like, bishop f8 is very bad because I get my piece back, right? You said after knight e4. Well, after knight e4, it's now my move. So you can't play bishop f8 right now. So in fact, I can do a multitude of things, maybe. But let's actually go here. Rook a1. Okay. All right, bishop f8. Oh, cute. That's cute. I can go queen h4, right? And now I'm going to sack here and rook e4. If you try f5, which looks kind of cool, watch this. Can anybody find the move? Anybody find the move here? Can anybody find the move here? Oh, this is a nasty line. This is nasty. It's beautiful. That is beautiful. White's move. What would you do here? Knight g5 from Curious Chimpanzee. Okay. Knight g5. I think. You really want knight g5. Knight g5 again. Okay. Anybody else? Knight g6. That is a move. Knight g6. So we got knight g5 and knight g6. And then rook e3. Okay, so knight g5 actually is still winning. It goes down drastically, but this tells you how bad the position is. Knight g5 is not the best move, but it still wins like crazy. The best move here, believe it or not here, believe it or not, guys, is rook takes e4. Oh. Whoa. Okay, what happens if we take it? Either way, it don't matter. You can take this way, you can take that way, you can have it your way. It doesn't matter. You can take either way. I'm going to play knight g5, and we getting real live. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How you even stop this? Oh, bishop h. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Takes. Oh, and what for your next move, right? Everything, like, come on. You're not defending this ever. Even the knight g5 that you guys wanted, which is not the best, still wins. It still wins. But the best move is rook takes c4. Right, so this is a very bad position. Why? Because all of his pieces don't do anything. Think about this, right? I do with yourself, absolutely. Yeah. Think about this, right? Like, all your pieces are over here. This is the multitude of your pieces. So you're really only defending with these two, bishop and the knight. Okay, maybe a third. Maybe a third. But that's not enough. It's not going to be enough. So after rook f to d8, the capture did not happen. Did the queen check first instead of knight g5? Let's actually see. Takes, queen takes, knight e4, right? Rook a to e1. Bishop f8, queen h4, and then f5. All right, so there is no checks. So what do you where? Yeah, you don't have no checks, big fella. Where are you checking? You mean rook takes e4, and then takes and then check? I mean, you probably could, but queen g5 takes away the square from the knight, and I also block with bishop g7. I mean, this, like, you almost losing here. Like, literally, like, shoot, are you losing? What does the engine say? Oh, let me see. Yeah, bro, yeah. The engine just said, hey, hold this. Hold this. You dropped this, sir. Yeah. This is actually, it's -4 now. You can't do anything. The bishop, now you forked up. Like, you were just winning. And now you're not. And now you're not. And now you're not. Yeah, you can take up the bishop too as well, but rook takes is just prettier, right? And then rook g4 check, like, what if we do something like, bishop g7? Then I could play rook to g4. Oh my goodness. I even have knight g6. I mean, I could do any move. Any move works. Any move. Bro, watch this. Let me see what the engine say. Okay, that's the only one that don't work. It's minus 3 now. That one don't work. What about h3? Okay, that one don't work. What about b4? No. Okay, so those don't work. You can't do any move. Yeah, not any move. But the moves that make the most sense, like knight g5, rook g4, knight g6, these moves work. But not the stupid ones, like king h1 and h3. Right. What's wrong with knight g5, queen h7? Exactly. You tell me, Jake. Hey, teach whatever you like. Whatever you like. Hit a garbage time so yourself. Nah, I mean, well, no. Because I know what I was gonna do. But any move works. Any move works here. Every move works. Every move works in this situation. So this sack will always work if you have enough pieces. You also have to count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, a potential 5, and maybe a sixth piece, if you think about this. And then you have to subtract. What do we have? 1, 2? Okay, and let's say we wrong. A third piece? Yo, we just counted like 6. It only has 3. It only has 3, right? So everything's going to work. But she chose rook after e1. Totally fine. I mean, it says a lot about the position. Here's what black did. Bishop f8. What she did here was king to h1, which is better moves here. Queen e2. You maybe could take on d7, play 95 again, but I'm not a fan of trading. Like, why would I take this bishop when it's already terrible? I'm not about to do that. Queen e2 maybe? King h1, I like this idea with rook g1, g4, g5. Very cool plan. King h1, but then the plan is abruptly stopped after knight takes e5. Knight takes e5 and bishop to b5 trying to trade. Common idea. Do we take the bishop? Raise your hand. Do we take the bishop? Do we take on b5 or not? Are you going to take this bishop or no? Are you going to take this bishop? And if you don't take the bishop, where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? No, I say, nah, son. Nah, move it back. Okay, good. Okay, good. Where are you going to put the bishop? Where are you going to put it at? That's a better question. Bishop c2? From our mama, c4. Yeah, you saying pawn c4? Bishop c2? C2? No. Yeah. Bishop c2, bishop f1. Yeah. Yo, if you're going to put, just take it if you're going to go bishop f1. All right. That's not going to be good. C4, you don't want to open up the game. This is also a very weak pawn. I mean, literally, you block with your whole face. Immediately face blockage. Immediate roundhouse kick to the face if you play c4. So bishop c2, though, is different. Yeah, bishop c2 is a move. We're not going to trade. This bishop still gross. You're hitting air is what we like to call this. You're hitting air. And then this is what black does. This is how you know it's bad. This is how you know it's bad. Bishop e8. Oh, nice move, buddy. Bishop e8. It's a rough game. Rough game. Very rough. Like bishop e8. Okay. All right, watch this. So you have a lot of moves here, chat. I mean, a lot of you are going to say some very good moves. Rook e3 is a possibility. This is my style, just going from 8. F3, you also go rook g1, g4, g5. That's another plan. All right, you can also defend this pawn, or you could leave it because there's always this cool tactic, right? But in fact, what Judith here played rook a to b1. After rook a to b1, here's what black did. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Hold up. You ready? Bishop c6. Okay. Wow. This is how you know your position is bad. How did it start? Because we boxed the bishop in. This whole lesson today is about boxing in your pieces or your bishops. Look at the difference in the bishops. This one is open. This one is open. We got the ops towards the king, just like Hikaru say. We got the ops, right? Get over here with the little wooden shield, push, right? Classic right triangle. It's easy. Light work over here. But these bishops do the complete opposite because they're boxed in. So be very careful about how you move your pieces. Bishop c6, okay? So you have a few moves here. Queen e3, rook e3, h3. She chose queen e3. Are y'all ready for this, chat? Black to move. Here it go. Hope y'all ready. Here it go. Hold up. Here it go. Bishop e8. Wow. This is real. I can't make this up. You can go find this PGN, and this is what really happened in the game. Just straight up. You can go find the PGN. Dude trying to draw? Absolutely. He's trying to draw because you can't do anything. You can't move any of these pieces. Everything's all boxed in. You got the ricks to the file. Like, flip the board, right? You got everything you need. Now, of course, you do want to go for the minority attack, right? But that's kind of even, where you can put your queen at without stepping on a nasty diagonal here that can be hit with like a knight f7 or knight g6 in many cases. Maybe even knight g4. You could take that. That's kind of problematic. But, I mean, think about that, right? Rough, very rough situation to be in. Very, very rough, to say the least. Right? Or what do? This bishop has no moves. I mean, your bishop look crazy. You're just sitting around waiting for it to happen. So he's definitely looking for the draw. After bishop e8, okay, Judith says it's time to go for it. Now, it's on you. What do you do, chat? Judith about to go for it. She about to go in. That's your move. What you doing? You about to go for it. How do you go for it? Mythbuster, thanks for the follow. What you gonna do here, chat? This is something to remember. We have queen to g3, okay? h6, queen h1. You know, h1 is right here, right? Oh, queen h3. Got it. Beautiful. Better move. Okay, we got g4, h4. Bishop takes h6. Queen to g3 again. I see another queen g3 there. Okay, queen g3 is g4, h4 from Throbbing Rob. I missed that move, h4. I missed that one. Okay. Well, queen g3 does not work. The reason being is immediately, thanks. Finally, I can do something. May not be a lot, but at least it's better than having nothing. Knight h5, and I'm taking one of these bishops. I'm taking a bishop asap. Right, queen h3 is very tempting, but I'm not going to sack this right now. Bishop takes h6 does not work because, I mean, not that it doesn't work. Like, this isn't the greatest position. It's not ready yet. I can't take the knight. This is not hanging. Please don't block with your face. This is a family channel. Bishop takes the queen. So you can't take, okay, nice little check. I mean, I could block. You don't have anything yet. Like, and the rooks are kind of far away. It's just not enough. It's not enough. Like, it really is not enough yet. So bishop takes doesn't work. Right, queen g3, knight h5, h4. I mean, you're kind of blocking the h file, and I don't really like, what is h4 doing, really? Right, here's the move. Here's the move. g4. g4 is it. Right, now, and I briefly mentioned this, right? I was saying what the plan was. You remember that, right? What was the plan? g4, rook g1, g5. Very easy. This is the whole idea of king h1. Why would you put your king h1 in a position where you aggressive, you got the better position? Unless you Petrosian for some reason. Right? Petrosian do this kind of stuff all the time. We looked at his game yesterday. You can go check that on the YouTube. But g4 is very nice. So rook to g1 and play g5 next. Bishop d6. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, got you a little move. Okay. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that at all. Rook g1. Rook g1, actually. After bishop d6, rook g1. Easy. Don't even care. Bishop takes e5. Do you take with the pawn or the bishop? Chat, hurry up. Hurry up. Pawn or bishop. Let's go. Quickly, what are you taking with? Or queen? Pawn, bishop, queen. Which one you got? Pawn, bishop, queen. Pawn, bishop, pawn, bishop, pawn. Bishop, I mean. Bishop, 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 pawn. Okay. Bishop, g5. Pawn kills the whole attack. Absolutely. Yeah, it's bishop takes, but we're going to get this to the pawn. We're going to, hey. Okay, one more time. All right. Sheesh. Not a move. That is not a move. And the reason why, let's think about this, right? Yes, you deserve one. Absolutely. You drop this, right? Everyone gets one. Send them around. It doesn't work. Why? Because first off, I can trade queens. Number one, this is like rule number one in attacking chess. Grandfather Tao, okay, Grandfather Tao, hey, don't trade your queens when you about to attack him. What are you doing? Why would you do this? I'm looking for trades. You also want to know the plans and ideas of an opening. Kann is about trades. So the more that a Kann player can trade pieces, the more that your position will be less attacking like, right? You will not have a good, not you won't have a good position, but Kann players love to trade, right? I mean, come on now. Also, not only does the trade here, there's also this extra move of D4, which is really strong, highlighting the fact that this is a loose piece. LPDL, loose pieces drop off. You learn that from Chess Kids. I am a Chess Kid coach, so that's what they teach over there. Chess Kids, right? They tell you that. Okay, LPDL, loose pieces drop off. Now, without that, loose pieces lose games is what I teach adults. Is loose is undefended. So D4 immediately. Now I'm hitting C3. I mean, look at your king. Now your king looking crazy out here in the middle of the street. Oh my goodness. What happened? What happened, right? So you cannot take with the pawn. Never take with the pawn. You can take with the queen before you take with the pawn. You're gonna take with the bishop, right? Bishop takes. We're kids out here, so we learn it too. All right. Doesn't white have queen d3 there? Okay, so you're talking about here. So you're trying to justify this right now? Great, how mama? You saying queen d3? Okay, queen d3. Oh my! You know what? Hold up. Oh, queen d3. Oh my goodness. Oh, queen d3. Not a move. Oh my god. You can't even go here. You can't even go here. You know that, right? You can't even go here. So you know it's about to get real bad. I mean, let me hurry up and get this off the screen. There might be some kids watching this. This is ridiculous. Let me just get this off the screen right now. Okay, so it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Bishop takes e5 is the move. Bishop takes e5 is the move. So after bishop takes e5, black plays knight d7, thinking they're getting away. I got a little bit of freedom. I can move some pieces a little bit. I got rid of one of the terrible bishops. White to move now. What did you do in this position? Shocking move for the first, very shocking move by the engine. And I mean, shocking, but wow, that's deep. That's a lot going on there. Wow, that's deep. We're going to definitely take a look at this. But the engine recommends a different move from what was played in the game. But let's see what you guys are going to do here. What are you going to play? Queen takes h6. Yeah, Kenneth has lost his absolute. That's okay. It's okay, bro. That's okay, man. You need somebody to talk to, man. We got people in our Discord, right? On call. Make sure you're all right. Put him on suicide watch. Bishop takes g7. Bishop takes g7. h4. g5. Queen d3. Okay, these are all moves. Like literally all of them. Every move that you said except queen takes h6. Oh, this Kenneth. It doesn't work, right? But nothing else. Bishop takes g7 is actually very interesting. It's a very interesting move. In fact, it's like it is working. Like it really is. But this is not the move. How? Oh yeah. The how thing was funny from David earlier. Yeah. That David Howe thing earlier was hilarious. But here, so going back here, after knight d7, the move here is actually simple. Now, the engine said this, though, f4. I was like, wow, f4, bro, that's crazy. Because f6 is trapping the bishop. And then what do you think we do now? This is not what happened, but I was just curious to see. Wow, like, I mean, there's really only way to do something here. So this should actually help you. This should actually be a unanimous decision. Let's see what we got. G5, we got take, we got G5 again. That's what's up, Andrew. Good stuff. G5 and G5. Yes, correct, guys. It is G5. Sacking a piece here. And if takes on E5, how do you respond? This move is garbage. Yeah. What do we got? How do you respond to the capture of the bishop on E5? G takes H6. Easy. Correct. So now we're hitting the pawn here. But this is really hard to see. And you have to like count. Not that you have to see it all the way through. But it is like, you don't want to be wrong, right? You don't want to be wrong and then be like, oh, well, I thought it worked. You know, that's usually the worst place to be in. You can take on G6. You can also take on E5 as well. But going back to it, knight D7. After knight D7, there was a bishop F4 that happened. Bishop F4. Like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan too. I mean, I would just back this up. And I've done it before too as well. G5, sacking's coming. And then, here, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Goodness. All right, get ready. Hold on to your hats here. Keep your hands and your feet inside the vehicle at all times. F6. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him. He don't really have no other moves. Oh man, this is gross. F6. First off, Feingo tripping right now. Tripping. Secondly, like, this is disgusting. Like, F6, you know that is bad. F6 is the move that you make. Okay? Well, chat, after F6, what are you going to do about it? Looks cool. Looks gross. In fact, doesn't look cool at all. Very bad. Very, very bad. Feingo rolling over his Perrier. Perrier, yeah. Yep. Bishop takes H6. Just checkmate with queen to D3. Okay. Queen D3 there. Bishop H6, E5 is not so clear. Rook G3. What if he did E5? You mean E5 last move? That's a great question. If E5, which does sack a pawn, that's actually pretty nice. Poker chess. This is a good way to liquidate. Yes, I'm giving up a pawn. Right, but at least I can rook lift now. Right, this is actually a very practical way, especially in OTB or something. Over the board chess, this is actually a very practical way. But this is how the line would go. And then we have G5, G6, and the bishop can't be activated. White's just the one pressing for more, but I mean, the position was worse for black, to say the least, right? The E5 didn't happen though. It was F6, which is gross. Bishop takes H6 is a move. And also, get this. This is really good. I didn't see this at all. It's G5. G5, bro. That's a nasty move, isn't it? Bruh. Yo, G5, daring you to just take it. Right, and after captures, bishop takes, and queen takes, and look at that. Look at that. Look at this. How do you even do? You have to go G6, which is forced. Forced. And then bishop takes, and like, you're definitely mating. There's no way you're not mating here. There is no possible way that you are not mating in this position. Right. In fact, the best line goes like this. King F1, right? And if you check what you can do, he actually kind of runs to the other side of the board. So rook B to E1, right? Also rook lifting. Maybe even rook G3. Is rook G3 not a thing? Wow, that's crazy. Rook G3 is like the worst move. Oh, because he's running away. Yeah, he's running away. So what's the difference here after rook B1? Bishop takes, queen takes, king E7. I'm just trying to see how the run goes. Queen check, king D6. Queen F4, king E7. Oh, yeah. And then rook check and then mate. Whew. That's crazy. My goodness. Bruh. Dang, got all them pieces in the game like that. That was nasty. That was nasty. But that was the G5 line. But that's a lot to see, right? So Judah just, bishop takes H6. Just take it. Why not king C6? Where? King C6? Oh, you talking about after the check? Oh, yeah. Let's go back to that. That would be over here. Rook B to E1, and after takes, check. Oh, yeah, king C6 is easy move. Rook takes E6. Just hitting. Splitting. I'm going to stare at you real hard. I'm just waiting for the resi. Like, I got my hand on my pen. I'm like signing the bottom of the score sheet. Very disrespectful. Signing the bottom of the score sheet before you resign here. Right. Rook takes. This is over. Like, yo. Jeez. So G5 is not it. Or not it. Not the. She didn't play it. She didn't play it. She actually did bishop takes H6 instead. Which I like this because after captures, queen takes, and then you have G5. This feels a little better. This feels a little bit more controlled. You know what I mean? A little bit more controlled. You maybe even have the bishop H7 to G6 to here. Almost mate. And like the king is kind of in a box in a way. Like, not the easiest. Not the easiest. But, you know, black wasn't playing. Black like, hey, you think I'm about to take this bishop? You have lost your absolute. So after bishop takes H6, E5, which is a good move. That, my friend, is a good move. E5, that'll throw somebody off. Really would. But it doesn't stop our attack, does it, chat? Does it? It's your move. What do? It doesn't stop our attack. Doesn't do anything. I mean, it's not that it doesn't do anything, but it's a paper tiger. That's what they'll call that. And by paper tiger, that means like exactly what it sounds like. Are you scared of a paper tiger? Exactly. Yeah, I heard that from a old coach of mine, chess wise, Roman Gingiashvili. Shout out to him. G5, bishop takes G7. Okay. Queen D3. Yeah, Queen D3 is gross. Queen D3, and I'm about to stare at you so hard. Oh my goodness. I'm about to give you the most uncomfortable stare. Uncomfortable. Okay, E5. Yes, guys, G5 is the move. G5, just go right through it, and we don't care about none of this. And then G6. G6 played in the game, by the way. G6. Every move here should be winning. Now let's maybe not King G2. I just want to see. I always like to troll like this. Is this doing anything? Bruh. It's crazy. King G2 is still winning. You play King G2, still winning. All right, let's try like H4. H4, still winning. Okay. How about B4? Still winning. Okay. How about A4? Still winning. How about Bishop A4? Still winning. You could almost play anything here and win the game. But what is the correct move? What would you do here? Yeah, this is rough. This is very rough. Quantum says D takes E5. Okay, that's probably the only one that don't work. You're right, Quantum. That's probably disgusting. Oh, oh my! It's still winning. Oh snap! Bro, it's still winning. I'm appalled. I could have swore this was the only move that does not win, but it's still winning. Like it's still winning. Dang, everything wins. Well, pick a move, chat. Pick a move. What you want to play? Pick a move. Okay, G takes F6. Queen takes E5. Okay, that one's definitely not it, Rob. A move that makes that doesn't hang anything, right? This is nonsense. Yeah, this is nonsense. That doesn't work at all. So you want to pick a move here? What do you think? I feel you got to cut the F7 square somehow. Sometimes, and the hardest thing in attacks, the hardest thing to do, sometimes in an attack, is actually get this. It's making the small quiet moves or the silent moves. We got a silent emote for that. The silent moves are the moves that like you have to. They call them quiet connectors. Where like it's not a check, it's not a capture. It's just a move that improves the attack. That's really hard to do. But this is not one of those where we don't have to. I mean, King F7 is no problem. We actually just take on F6. Take on F6. G takes F6. That's it. Queen takes, and he just for a moment, black is like, finally, I can breathe a little bit. Just a little bit. But that doesn't help him here. White to move. What did Judith Polgar do in this position, chat? In this position. It's +6. +6. What do you do? What do you do? We got bishop takes G6. We got bishop takes G6. Bishop G5. Bishop check. What? Ain't no check with the bishop. You can't even check with the bishop nowhere, Black Bomber. What you mean? Bishop G5, Bishop G5. Never mind, didn't see the pawn. Okay, hold this. Hey, you dropped this. Okay, you okay though. We love you. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale. It's gonna be okay. Rook G6. Bishop takes G6. G3, shut the factory. Okay, Bishop G5. Rook takes G6. Okay, so this is a very tempting move. I do not blame you for playing this move, which is still winning, by the way, and literally everything's winning. Then after Rook takes, you can go to this line, which is winning. I mean, this is just winning. Yeah, he has the extra. If this bishop was gone, it might be drawn due to the checks, but that works, right? You also could take with the rook. Rook takes G6, bishop takes. right? And then you could play, well, rook g1 doesn't work. Oh, you just take here, bishop takes, and then rook g1. The reason why rook g1 doesn't work immediately, you just block with your whole face. Wow, e4, wow, what are you doing? So now you just blocked it, right? So that didn't happen. What Judah chose was just a simple route here, which is bishop g5. Very simple. Pick up some material. Your pieces look terrible. I'm going to win this game. He takes d4. And now, do you take the queen or do you take the pawn? What do we do? Do we take the queen or do we take the pawn? Do we take the queen or do we take the pawn? Do we move the queen? What do you do? What do you do? We got pawn. We got c takes d4. We got pawn. We got pawn first. Take the queen. Okay. This is just kidding. C takes d4. Pawn first. C takes d4. Pawn. Pawn. I need to think. It says jack. There's no reason to trade queens. Yeah, I mean, you can, but, you know, it depends, right? If you want to go a simplified route to give your opponent no counterplay and win the end game that way, or you can go more a tactical route, more precise in calculation. Usually that's what I like. I like to go the accurate route, but that's a problem of mine, right? That's a problem of mine, is trying to be very, very accurate. That is my problem. And I actually had to learn that sometimes you do just have to go for the simplified positions and etc. Take queen and take everything. Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, what Judah did here was take the queen and just simplify. Still winning, but the complications, I mean, not just many, you know, you're winning everywhere here. But I mean, perfect example, you can go to my Chicago Open 2021 playlist. I played A1 Liang. I was winning +4 at one point, and he was 2592 FIDE, bro. 2592 FIDE rating. Bruh. And I was winning. And I was like, you got two routes. You could go to calculated, all precision, you know, oh, snap, this is your best game ever. Or you could simplify, but it's going to take a little bit longer. And what I did is I chose that I'm about to go this route, calculate, we're going to talk about this game forever. And I ended up losing the game. Garbage. It happens. So a lot of times going the simplified route makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, bro, it sucks. Yeah, you can go check the game on YouTube. It's in Chicago Open 2021 playlist. You'll be able to see it. Round 1. But, right, so I could take on f6, which is simplified. Just give me all your pieces, right? But c takes d4 is the best move by the engine, which I don't see why she really didn't play this either. I think, well, 1988, he was like younger. So like this wasn't the Judith. It's like, this wasn't Judith. This was like, oh, that's Judith Polgar. This wasn't like, bro, that's Judith Polgar. Take down Karpov. You know, got the same score. She has a, not a plus record, but a even record with Karpov. Over the board, right? She's dumb strong. And not that Judith, more like Judith growing up through the ranks Judith. I don't know what she was rated in 88, but she was, I mean, still obviously super strong here. C takes d4 is a move. This is very good. Very good. You said, why taking the d4 pawn bad for white? It's not bad at all. It's not. You just take it. Yeah, this is what the engine wanted, is what I was saying. C takes d4 is what the engine wants. This is the number 1 move. Number 2 is queen g3. Number 3 is queen d3. These are all of the 3 moves. Bishop takes was not considered, but it's still winning. Still winning. That's like Nipple having a positive record versus Magnus. Yeah, people don't know too that that was the old Magnus too, like the older Magnus or like the younger Magnus before he was Magnus. That counts, you know. Yeah, but it still counts. But that's where most of his plus score was, not when he was like world champ Magnus. That's a different Magnus than he was before, right? So yeah, Nepo has a plus score. People don't know kind of the details of it. He takes d4, bishop takes f6. Take the queen. Still winning. We take the rook. F2 takes. Rook g2 takes. And here it is. Takes. Takes king h7. And how do you finish this off, guys? One more move. One more move and there is a resi. Resi meaning resignation. One more move and there is a resi. Right? After it's going to name 13. Actually, in fact, you are right, Turkey. Right. She was still dumb code at 13. Think about that. Monster. She was GM, right? Was she GM? Maybe, if not, very close. Like, very. If not, she was very close. Watch is grape juice. Thanks for the tier 1, bro. Rook d6, rook g1, rook d6. Yeah, rook d6 is completely over. The rook d6 is completely over. In the game, though, rook g2. I mean, really, everything wins. Rook g2 was the last move. And there was a resi here. The game was over. The game was over here. Right. The game was over. That was it. Hopefully, I'll learn from this game, right? Like, think about this from the beginning, especially for Caro Kann players, right? If we look at it from Black's point of view, the boxed in. Don't box in your pieces. Don't box in your pieces, preferably, or like to be specific here, the bishops. Like, you know, where does this bishop, go bishop g4. E6, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble if you go e6. I probably got like a 98% win rate when people play e6 like this. But bishop g4, though, that's different. That's harder to play against. In fact, it is. What do I actually play here? It's white. I don't even remember. Oh, queen b3. Yeah, this is the queen b3 line. And how it's supposed to go is queen b3. You have queen c8 or queen d7. Right? You could go knight f3, but you're looking crazy. So you go knight d2. e6, knight f3. They take twice. I'll actually show you all a line. Right? I'm very deep with my theory. Bishop d6, you could capture, but I like bishop g3. A lot of times they capture, which is wrong, because if you capture first, now I do not have to castle. I don't have to castle this way. I can go queenside. Yo, thanks, bro. Need to run to a meeting. Another great stream. Thanks, Curious Chimpanzee. Why can't white go h3 when black bishop? Yeah, you can. You can. But I've learned this from Roman Gingiashvili. Like, he just had a very nice system with this. But h3, like, he's going to go back this way anyway. This is usually how you do it. Right? This is usually how you do it. So I'm not a fan of it. But I like the knight f3 because you defend very quickly this way. Actually, who plays this? Dean Loren, and Magnus has some games like this. But bishop d6, bishop g3, right? And after castles, I'm just showing you real quick. After castles, right? Okay, castles, and then bishop takes g3. Bishop takes g3, h takes g3. This is usual theory. And I think it's bishop h5. Yeah, it's bishop h5, rook e1, bishop g6, takes. Right, and then you go queen d1. Queen d1's nice. Yeah, you like queen c8 better? Queen c8's a move too. Queen d1, rook b8, g4, as in a lot of cases happens too. G4 is kind of fun, but you can play rook e3. Yeah, like there's a lot to it, right? It's a lot to it. Okay, let's go back. You know, again, make sure you don't box these bishops in, guys. Make sure you don't box these bishops in. Okay. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis. Right. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. And yeah, that's it for today. We'll see you guys on the next video.